Hi everybody, it's June Angel Pews, back again, a bit later than I expected, but I'm back. And this is part 2 of the video that I sent to you all yesterday, day before. I lose track. And this is the lovely extended birthday present from Diana, a really beautiful friend and sister. Oh, there's my chimes going again. Oh, it's just on the 1/4 past, so that's okay. It won't go on for too long then. Not too much more to show you now, but I didn't want to risk, the whole thing not going through. It took ages actually to upload because I'd gone on to 34 minutes. I think it's just a bit too long. Got there in the end, but of course I can't start on the other one until it's completely uploaded. So here we go. So before I show you the lovely lace, these are some rhinestones. They have got 23 stones on them. They're on wires, and they're Victoria Lynn. I'm presuming that's an American firm because I haven't heard of them, but that is a stunning spray. Hope you can see that all right. Isn't it gorgeous? And you can't beat rhinestones, can you? They really look lovely. So that's that. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, but those are the tiaras that I showed you. I hope you managed to see enough. And there's an arty cake. Ooh! And I had, I think I'd already mentioned that I wanted some more of these heads. I mean, I know they only did a few in the arty cake range, but that's about the biggest one, and that is fabulous for what I want. It's to make art dolls. I was thinking of flat dolls there, but of course that wouldn't be on the flat doll list of things that I needed, but she will definitely be used. I will pull her apart, or this apart, so all these things will be used. Aren't they fabulous? I do love them. I wonder if they're not as popular as they were in the States now. Yeah, the whole arty cake thing. I mean, I adore them, but I don't see much of them these days, and I don't hear people sort of showing you theirs. So thank you, Diana. That is just what I wanted. That's super. Thank you. I've got a Michaels frame. This is lovely. I love it. It's still in the cellophane, so I hope it doesn't glare. It's got sort of a pleated fabric effect, and it's just right, for your collages and projects like that. It's smashing. I love it. And there it says Michaels. Lovely. Thank you very much. Gorgeous. There's a couple of pieces. I don't know whether these came off a cuff perhaps, but they're lovely. Look at those. Really effective. Can you see them if I put them down there? No, it's probably better this way. So there's 2 of those. It's got sort of there's the 2 flowers, and then sort of a shooting star effect. I don't know whether you can see that. Lovely. Thank you again, sis. So she knows me inside out. She knows exactly what I love. Now, these are lovely. There's a whole fistful of, not dollars, but a fistful of smashing jewellery. That, I think, was an arty cake. Isn't that lovely? There's the wings, which of course are my favourite. Any sort of wings I love. Fairy wings, angel wings, birds. Wings, wings and more wings. Beautiful. And I love that little pearl in the centre. And it's got... I can't think of the word I'm looking for. The shank there. For it to, you could use it as a pendant. That's what the word I was looking for. Lovely. Look at this baby. Look at the size of that. Isn't it stunning? I'm absolutely delighted with that. Look at all those gems. Cool. You can almost see my face in them. You wouldn't want to see that. Well, it's my hair, it's dreadful. It's a real mess. But I will get it done. This is lovely. This is a feather with the diamantes in there. And again, you've got the, I mean, I call it a shank, but that's not right, is it? And you've got the 3 diamantes on that. Of course, I'll use these in my Finnabar type projects. Then there's that one. Look at that. These are fabulous, Diana. I don't know where you got them from. One of your super estate sales that you go to, or flea markets. Something good, and she knows them, you know, she knows which are the ones that she'll get certain items from, and, you know, good jewellery or whatever she's particularly looking for, she knows where to go. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely encrusted with diamante. That's just beautiful, I love it. And that must have been on some sort of a chain, perhaps with a smaller butterfly or something, because there's little, these, sorry, out of shot, these. But I shall use it as is. Oh, gorgeous. And these sort of things can be put on a chain, you know, no problem. Lovely. Look at this key. Ba-ba. Excuse me. That's gorgeous. It's this sort of a stone in the centre there. It seems pretty heavy, so it could be a stone of sorts, I don't know. Again, ready to hang on a chain or similar. Or just to be altered to age just a little bit more, who knows. But I shall be working on it at some point, promise. It just takes me longer than most. You're all very good, I know. The minute you get something, you can't wait to get started on them. And I'm the opposite. I mean, I love them and I can't wait to use them, but I just don't do it until I've got everything ready. I mean, I'm in the middle of a project now, and you see, I didn't actually prepare, you know, get all the ingredients, so to speak, of a cake. You know, all the items I wanted in front of me. Consequently, I'm having to stop and start and stop and start, because I'm having to look for things. You know, I've always said I can't do that, I won't do that, and I'm doing it. Which I've got to stop because I just don't like it. I mean, I suppose my projects will get done quicker that way, but we'll see. Isn't that lovely? That's a silvery coloured one. you were talking about cleaning things, Diana, on your video the other day, which I've still got a comment on, by the way. And with this sort of thing, when there's no... Oh, there is one little stone. I'll probably just cover that. When there's no stones as such, I've got a silver cleaner. And you can put all sorts of metals in there, actually. And, you know, I know right to the last second how long to put something in for. You know, I just hang it on, I don't know, a fork or something like that, and just dip it into the actual jar and pull it out again. Wash it with nice clean water, and that'll come up an absolute dream. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing that with this sort of thing. I would use a jewellery cleaner for that, so it wouldn't hurt any of those beautiful stones. They're commercially made. I mean, I don't know, I haven't had a look, but I imagine somebody's come up with something on YouTube that's a homemade cleaner and that's harmless to these lovely things. Look at this Eiffel Tower. Look, I've never seen one with gems around the bottom there. Isn't it fabulous? I love it. And this one's got the claw clasp on. So this is perhaps off a charm bracelet or something, but it's a large piece for a charm bracelet. So whether it was a necklace, I know not. But I love it. Thank you very much, Diana. And then there's a couple of pieces here. One with that big pearl there. That looks like it was a pendant. And this one certainly is an earring. So obviously it's an odd one. And these are fabulous to, you know, to use on your Finnabar type projects or collage, etc. Because you can pop them in between, you know, your buttons, your flowers, your metal embellishments, all sorts of things to build up, you know, that 3D effect, that dimensional effect. So they're very, very useful. Okay, so now I will show you, I'll move these away a little bit. We're on the last little run now. And this is exquisite. I don't know whether it's come off. Whether it's an evening dress or something like that. I don't know, but let's show you the little collar first. You see it's been cut off. But can you see all those beads? Just hundreds of them. Again, it's encrusted. I love that word. Encrusted with, well, dozens and dozens and dozens of seed beads. The longer beads that are sort of tubular. Absolutely stunning. And then you go to the main body of the collar, because I'm presuming that's what it was. And that same pattern goes along, now edged all the way along. Sorry. Absolutely stunning. I certainly will be doing something with that. Oh, I love it. It's the most gorgeous cream ivory sort of colour. Gorgeous. Thank you, Diana. That's super duper. And then, oh, let me show you this before we come to the other beaded piece. This is, I don't know what it's from, but it's gorgeous. I don't know whether it was a tablecloth, whether it was a curtain, I know not, but it's pretty sheer, as you can see my hand through it there, but the embroidery on it is just gorgeous. Now I'll probably be cutting these out to make embellishments is like a, what's that leaf called? Ginkgo something or other. There's that sort of shape. Don't know whether you can see it. Let's see it if I put it down there. And then there's the flower. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do with it. Isn't it lovely? And there's a whole big piece. Oh, we're on the half an hour now, so I don't know whether this is going to be a bit longer. I can never remember. Depends what I've got it on, because there's 3 tunes on there. Smells beautiful. So that's that. Thank you, Diana. And then last but not least is what looks like the bodice has been cut off that same dress where the colour came from. Oh, it's gorgeous. These seed beads, etc. I don't know whether you can see it in this light. They're all, apart from the little, I can't remember the name, you know, the longer tubular buttons, hark at me, beads, they're sort of plain, but these are all AB sheen to them. They're absolutely gorgeous. I will have fun with these, you know, pulling them, cutting them off and using them in various projects. A lot of the time, you know, I think I've told you this before, if it's a knitted or a crochet item, or if I wanted to cut a particular piece out of this, I will glue on the line that I want to cut off or cut into. I will run a line around the piece and on the other side. I mean, there's 2 pieces on here, so I'll have to do something about that. But on the other side as well, and I'll cut just outside that, when it's dry, that glued line. It stops any fraying in the case of crochet doilies, etc. But in this case, it will stop the running of any beads coming off. That's what I'm trying to say. And I make sure when I'm cutting, you know, I mean, look, you see that, don't you? Can you see that there? If I cut that, all your beads would come flying off. So you've got to be oh so careful. So before that comes off, I will be gluing both sides to make sure it's absolutely stuck on there forever, and then snip it. And it's quite safe because it's been glued on either side. Takes time, but it's worth it, definitely. So there you are. That is the birthday present, extended birthday present from Diana. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for watching. I've had some lovely comments. I've managed to answer most of them. I hope I can carry on that way. It does take time, I'm afraid, so sometimes, I think my last video I didn't comment back on. Be assured, ladies and gents, that I read every single one of your comments, and you know, I take on board everything that is said, and you know, I'm so appreciative of every single one. I mean, if there's a question or anything like that, I will make an extra effort to answer you. But sometimes, you know, I don't know how people like Trisha and people with thousands of subbies can answer every one of their comments, and they certainly do. So there you go. I shall be back in a short while. I won't say when, because, you know, I'll be saying, you know, getting my goose before it's cooked, so to speak. I've got some more Happy Mail. I've got a haul of lace that I have purchased. I've got some exciting things you will like. Well, I'm going to show you in the next video and the one after that. Okay, so there we go. I'm off now. Thank you ever so much for watching again. I'm really, really delighted that everybody seems to be enjoying my daft little channel. All right, everybody, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.